Once a year, Minnesota's finest come to the Dome with a shot at greatness. The Minnesota State High School League Prep Bowl on KMSP UPN 9. All the action is starting right now. In today's 1A title game, undefeated McLeod West takes on Pillager.
One game down, 5 more to go. McLeod West behind me, about to take on Pillager. I'm Lily McDonald for all the play-by-play and color. Let's throw it to Anthony LaPenta and Rufus Best. Guys?
Well, thanks very much, Lillian. The first game features a one-sided affair won by Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. This one doesn't look like it will be the same, but we're going to get a chance to see one of the top, maybe the most noteworthy individuals in this entire Prep Bowl today in Tyler Evans. The numbers he has compiled at McLeod West, simply mind-boggling. Over 7,000 yards rushing in his career.
Hey, that's a workhorse, Anthony. And I'll tell you, a guy that can run for that many yards in one season, he's got to have his, he's got to be in great shape. He's got to have whatever it takes to get the job done. And I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
This is a guy who came into this season needing about 1,500 yards to become the state's all-time rushing leader. He got more than double that. He's over 3,400 for this season. On the other side, however, Pillager not overwhelmed by him. They said, you know what, he's a good back. We think we can handle him. We think we have 8 backs that they can't handle. We'll see which side prevails. We'll kick it off next. The Class A championship game from the Metrodome is up next. McLeod West to do battle with Pillager for the Class A championship. And we are just about set for the kickoff. Pillager to kick it away. Adam Brown puts a foot in it. We get our first look at Tyler Evans. Evans is picked up and stopped at the 23. And that is where McLeod West will begin their first offensive series. He is the story offensively. Yes. The quarterback is Nathan Strand. Picotti, Gettle, and Evans will join him as the backs up front. Myers, Benson, Vosick, Gens, Mathwig, Myers, and Brugman.
And as we said earlier, this man rushed the ball 434 times for 3,000 plus yardage. This man can run the ball. He's on his way right now.
Evans to the sideline. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 29-yard line.
I guess that's why he's been a workhorse. He can carry the ball. He can tote that football. This was just a lead off tackle. He just gets to the outside, makes one stiff arm, and hey, it's off to the races. Good hustle by number 10, and then helping to get back on that defensive play and make that stop before he gets to the end zone.
They're at the 25-yard line, 51 yards on first down. I asked Pillager head coach Pete Bothan about the matchup against Evans. He said, boy, last week when we watched him at the Dome, it seemed like every time he touched the ball, he was scoring touchdowns. Well, he nearly broke one on his first touch here this afternoon.
He did. And that was good hustle on Adam Brown's part, too, to keep him from going all the way.
This time, much shorter gain as they bang it straight ahead for about 4. Co-head coaches on the McLeod West sideline. Curtis Strand has won 140 games in his 21 years as a head coach. Here's Evans. Left side, and he's gobbled up and stopped after a short gain. And it's going to bring up a third and about 3. Nathan Rasmussen on the defensive play for Pillager. And it appears the Huskies are having some technical problems on their sideline. Third and about 3. Full house backfield. And they come on the counter this time. It looked like Jeremy Gettle on the carry. And it's going to be 4th down, a gain of about a yard. Again, the full house backfield. And it's Evans off the left side. I don't think he got it. He was tripped up. Justin Clark came through to make the initial hit. We'll wait for the spot. And he is short.
Well, hey, that's where you got to play defense. You come out and you give up a big play on the first play, and then all of a sudden you stiffen. I guess inside the 20, they stiffen up pretty good there.
So Pillager will take over. Remember, in the 9-man final, it was a big defensive stand early that set the tone for that game. And we'll see if it has the same effect for Pillager. They're quarterbacked by Lee Roberts. And they run the triple option. On 1st down, they run it straight ahead. Robert Bethel. And it looks like a gain of about a yard, and that's all. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Quarterback Lee Roberts has been given the permission to audible anytime he sees fit in this Pillager offense, but they run a true option, and you don't see that all that often anymore.
Well, I think a lot of teams have gotten away from the option. You see a lot of West Coast spread offense and a lot of pro set. But to be an option quarterback, you got to have the people that can run that kind of formation.
Lee Roberts is the quarterback. The running backs, Steve Bethel, Robert Bethel, and Steve Swardowski. Up front, Adam Brown and Ben Broberg are the ends. Swardowski, Galswick, Borgstrom, Horschel, and Rasmussen. Defensively for McLeod West, Mathwig, Myers, Gins. Up front, leading the way on the pitch. It's bobbled in the backfield. And Jeff Pace is going to be stopped back at about the 13-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long. There's the secondary for McLeod West. But Pillager right now staring at a 3rd and long from back at the 13. Roberts under center. And they run it back on the counter with Tony Mason. He's out across the 20, but well short of the 1st down. A gain of about 9, but it's not going to be enough.
Well, that was a good defensive play on Cloud West's part. They stayed at home. Guys kind of did what they had to do. You look counter action usually fools you on those option plays. But he stayed at home and made a big play.
High short kick by Adam Brown takes a Pillager roll all the way down to the 31-yard line. And McLeod West will start there with 8:03 remaining in the 1st quarter. On the General Motors scoreboard, there is no score. McLeod West will start their 2nd series at the 31. They come from Brownton, Minnesota. Pillager comes from the Park Region Conference in central Minnesota. Here's Evans, sweeping left. And he cannot turn the corner. He's dragged down at the 40-yard line. Robert Bethel on the stop for Pillager. Bethel was beaten to the sideline on the first play. This time he does not allow Evans to turn the corner, although it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
This time Bethel decided he'd stay at home and not get suckered in on the outside run, and he stayed at home, made a great play. I tell you, this kid has pretty good speed in that backfield. That Evans appears to be a pretty good runner.
Here Evans trying to wriggle free but can't do it. Mark Galswick wraps him up and won't let go. No gain on the play.
I believe that was a dive that there was nothing inside, so he decided to take it outside, and the defense stayed home. Played strong and stopped him for no gain. Actually may have lost a half yard.
It is 3rd down from the 40. Evans Going to be very close. It depends on the spot. Adam Brown, second leading tackler on this Pillager defense, made the stop. And boy, how are your eyes from here, Rufus?
Well, they're good sometime, but from looking, I think they're short.
I think he's short.
I think he's short, maybe by the stripe of the nose of the football.
We'll wait for the measurement. And he is short just by a couple of inches now. Decision time for McLeod West, and it looks like it's been made quickly. You don't want to give Pillager the football in this kind of field position.
No, but I figure if you got a guy that's rushed for over 3,000 yards, I'm going to give him a chance. If it's the right call, it'll be a big play. But if it's not, then you're going to have to suffer the consequences.
And they appear to be going for it. Fourth down, less than one. McLeod West at their own 41-yard line. And they give it to the up-back instead, and Gettle has the first down as he fights out to the 44. Big conversion for the Falcons.
That was a gamble that paid off, and paid off in big ways. And what you got to do, you're trying to establish something, and they are doing a good job of that. And running the ball has seemed to me has been their thing, and that's what I see them continuing to do. Okay, but
on the play action, Strand to the near sideline, and he carries it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 16 on the bootleg for Nathan Strand. Strand overshadowed a bit in this offense by Evans, but he's thrown for 675 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's also run for 4 scores this year.
So, he can get it done either way. He can pass and run, and I think that's what he's going to end up doing today, doing a lot of both.
Early movement, it looked like Pillager was offside. And that is indeed the call. The first flag of the game goes against the Huskies, who were here in the tournament last year. Lost to Warren Alvarado Oslo in the opening round. That was the first time Pillager had ever been in a state tournament. McLeod West here for the 4th time. They last year were beaten in the quarterfinals as well by Sleepy Eye, a team they had to get past in their sectional this year. Evans right side. And it looks like he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard.
I tell you, Evans like to run. He doesn't mind carrying it 6-7 times. Takes a lot of hits, but just seems to have good balance and good strength, good leg strength. And so it's a tough, hard runner.
The 2nd down and 1. After the 4-yard pickup for Evans. Play action, Strand has a man downfield. He's looking for Hinch, who has it at the 4-yard line. There's a flag down, and it looks like Robert Bethel may get flagged.
Wow.
But it doesn't matter. Ryan Hinch makes an outstanding catch.
Came out of the backfield and turned it upfield in the corner and saw it a little bit too late, but was able to get back in position, but just at the last minute grabbed the receiver, and they threw a flag. But it was a great catch on the receiver's part.
And this penalty will obviously be declined. A gain of 29 yards on the play. Strand to Hinch. And McLeod West moving the football has reached the Pillager 3-yard line. Now this is Evans territory. 45 touchdowns this season. to state record. But he is stopped. He may not have reached the line of scrimmage. Nathan Rasmussen again was the first man there defensively, had help from Justin Clark. And Rasmussen's a big man, 5'8", but 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of weight on that body stature.
Second down, goal to go from the 4. Here's Strand rolling left. And he is stopped. Bethel was the first man there. He had some help from Adam Brown. Maybe to the 3.
Brown's chasing him, and actually that's Brown on the corner and Bethel coming up from this cornerback position. Brown on the end and Bethel coming up from the cornerback position to help make that stop.
Third and goal to go. Evans looking for the corner. He has it. Touchdown.
Goes in standing up.
He had 5 touchdowns last week and now has 46 for the year.
Had some very good blocking out in front of him, too. The safety couldn't get across. Roberts couldn't make it across in time to make that stop, but I believe he got some good blocking out in front of him as well. Evans loved the end zone, and you can tell that by the number of times he's been there this season.
And a 2-point conversion coming for McLeod West. Evans thinking about throwing it. He does, and it's broken up, incomplete. Good defensive play by Lee Roberts. He doubles as a safety for this Pillager team, and he keeps the deficit at 6.
After this young man do a little bit of everything, huh? Pass, run, and they only have lost 10 yards through the season. That's quite a mark.
6-0 Falcons on the General Motors scoreboard. $6-0 in favor of McLeod West after Tyler Evans finds the end zone for the 46th time this season.
It's quite a few times being in that end zone. Man, that's more than some teams get in the end zone.
More than most teams get in the end zone. Hit by Tony Mason. Did he touch it? No, so it's out of bounds. And that's a break for Pillager. An impressive scoring drive for McLeod West. They go 69 yards in 10 plays. Take 4 minutes and 12 seconds to do it. And Evans, who has already rushed for 68 yards, goes the final 3 for the score. And now the question is, will they force the re-kick? And it appears that's the decision that they've made. KMSP Television has purchased the broadcast rights to the 2001 Minnesota State High School football games. No broadcast, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and account of this copyrighted telecast is permitted without the written authority of KMSP Television and the Minnesota State High School League. So we will get a re-kick. Mason and Brown are deep. And this will be Mason on the run from the 19-yard line. And he's out to the 39. A solid run back. And Pillager has good field position with which to work at the 39-yard line.
It's going to be good for them, important for them to come down and make something happen on this drive. We got some very good field position. So it's a very good kick return. So it's good for McLeod West to get something going here.
The wishbone behind Roberts. And he gives to Bethel straight ahead, but very little running room. In fact, I don't know that he reached the line of scrimmage. Looked like Brent Picotti was the first man there. Picotti and Gettle, the inside linebackers for this McLeod West defense. They'll have their hands full against the triple option of Pillager throughout the game this afternoon. Roberts has rushed for 439 yards and 10 scores. Bethel is the go-to guy. He's nearing 1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns. And he takes this one out to about the 45. It'll be 3rd and 4.
One thing about that wishbone, it can be an offense that takes a lot of time to score, but it also can have a lot of tricks in it.
3rd and 4 from the 45. Straight power off the left side with Robert Bethel, but he was tripped up. Gettle appeared to get him around the ankles. And it's a gain of about 3, but it'll leave them 4th and 1. And it appears Pillager will go for this first down on 4th down and 1.
I figure it's too easy to give up. When you've got that kind of offense that you've got and you're here in the championship game, you got to take a chance. It's early.
On the pitch.
And it works in his
to the
favor.
outside. He's still on his feet and could go the distance. He gets a downfield block to seal it. Touchdown, Pillager.
Hey, great run. Great run on this part. That was number 1 pace. Hey, he just took that and broke a tackle and decided to go all the way. Well, they had a great block downfield by his receiver also. So, hey, 4th and 1 works.
It works in a big way.
No counter option. Pitch man gets blocked, breaks the tackle.
And Brown erases the last man that had a shot. Pace is in for the score. His 10th touchdown of the year. The point after is missed, and we remain tied at 6. 1:58 remaining, first quarter, and the fireworks are just beginning. Watch the touchdown run once more. Pace just eludes a jersey tackle from Matt Myers, and it's a good downfield block to finish it up. 52 yards for the score, and the game is tied. This is Evans. Bobbles it. Regains control at the 4-yard line and is stopped at the 6.
It's good coverage by Pillager. They didn't care who was getting the ball. They didn't care whether he was a man of the hour or what. But hey, they did a great job going out and covering and tackling back inside the 10. So now they've got the long field to go. You can see what they're going to do.
A 4-play, 61-yard scoring drive, capped by Pace's 52-yard run. Evans deep in the eye. Takes it off the left side. And is drilled in the back by Robert Bethel at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5. 73 yards already for Tyler Evans, which puts him over 3,500 for the year. And before the day is complete, he may be over 7,500 for his career.
Wow, it's a lot of yards. Tell you, Robert Bethel is getting a lot of work on that corner too.
Evans again. And Bethel's able to drag him down. A flag flies on the perimeter. Gettle was tangled up with one of the Pillager defenders, and I'm not sure if that drew the flag. It could have been a face mask.
Yep. Face mask on defense. I think that was Bethel coming up again on the defensive stop, and he got a stiff arm, and therefore he reached around and caught the man in the face himself.
Yeah, you could see it right there.
Just hanging on.
It'll be tacked down to the end of the run. And it's a first down for McLeod West. Just over a minute remaining in this first quarter. Evans was billed as the man to watch in this Class A tournament field. He didn't disappoint in the semifinals last week when he rushed for 272 yards and 5 touchdowns in a win over Goodhue. Here he is again, but this time he has nowhere to go, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brown turned him inside, and then Jason Borgstrom was there to help finish him off. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And I think that's what you're going to have to do to Evans as well. You're going to have to gang tackle him because one man really doesn't get the job done against a guy like him. And he's elusive. He got good strength and good speed. And gang tackling is going to be in their favor today.
2nd and 10. Play action. Strand with plenty of time. Underthrows his man, and it's intercepted by Roberts at midfield.
Staying home, playing your position. Being a free safety and doing what he's supposed to do, he just did everything right. He stayed back and read the quarterback eyes. Because I think he had that cornerback beat by a step or two. Had that been a longer pass, that might have been a touchdown.
Well, the option quarterback shows that he knows the passing game, at least as a defensive back. And now he'll try to throw. And he wants to go long for Brown, but he overshot him incomplete.
Yeah, and he has a pretty good arm, too. Like he's done that before.
Neither one of these quarterbacks threw it a lot last week. Strand, in fact, threw only 1 pass in McLeod West's win over Goodhue. They won the game 40-12. Lee Roberts was just 3 of 7 in Pillager's semifinal win.
Whoa.
Pillager topped Osaka's 34-26. They run Robert Bethel, who bounces to the outside. Can't elude the tackler to get to the corner. He's dragged down by Meyer on the final play of the first quarter. It's been an exciting quarter of football. And after one from the Metrodome, McLeod West 6, Pillager 6. 6-6 tie at the end of one quarter in the Class A championship game. 2nd of 6. Here from Prep Bowl 20 at the Metrodome. We start the second quarter, 3rd and 7. And on the option, the pitch goes to Sardowski. And he is going to be very close to first line, or to first down yardage, and he has it. Steve Sardowski, one of many Pillager backs that will carry the football today.
So they spread it around pretty good, so you really got to do what you got to do on defense, and that's stay at home and read your keys.
Here he is again to the opposite side, but he cannot escape Tyler Evans in the backfield. Pulls him down from behind, maybe to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Tyler ran through very well on that play. Actually, seemed like he knew exactly where the ball was going. He didn't take the dive, man. He just ran through and was able to make a good play on the before the guy was able to turn upfield.
Second and 10 coming. Pillager team, 7 different backs with more than 300 yards rushing. And here on the end around, it's Adam Brown, but he too has nowhere to go. In fact, he's going to be dropped for a loss back to the 44. Ryan Hanch was there to make the defensive play.
A little trickery early in the ball game, but defense did his job and stayed at home, and the guys in the corner, the linebacker, got penetration and was able to make a big play. That's a loss, so now you got to figure out that you've got 13 yards to go. Got to come up with something big here.
Roberts wants to throw, and it's in and out of the hands of Robert Bethel, his intended receiver on the near sideline. It'll be 4th and 15.
Well, we're going to get a punt. At least that's what they're saying. Okay.
Adam Brown to punt it away. And Evans is deep from McLeod West. He takes it at the 15 and is met and dropped immediately. Jeff Pace was down there quickly for Pillager. 10:16 remaining in the second quarter. The game is tied at 6. McLeod West from their 18-yard line. They run the end around. And Piccati breaks a tackle. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 32, but that's enough for a first down and a gain of 14 yards. May have been a touchdown-saving hit by Steve Bethel.
Yes, I think so. And Anthony looks to have pretty good speed, too. As Wade was coming around that corner, that guy don't bump him out of bounds. I got a chance thinking he's going to go all the way.
So it'll be first down for McLeod West. They're on their own 32-yard line. Up the middle with Brent Piccati this time, and he's out across the 45 to about the 47. A gain of 15, and who says this is a one-dimensional offensive attack?
Hey, I've seen it spread around quite a bit this morning, and I'm telling you, they've got quite a few weapons to work with. Both teams seem to have that.
Well, McLeod West has controlled the football most of the way. They've run 21 offensive plays to just 13 for Pillager. First and 10 at the 47. Evans bounces out for one man and fights his way across midfield to the 47, a gain of about 6. But it just seems like you can't knock him down.
Oh, I tell you, gang tackling is going to be the key today. You know, Brown hits him, and so does Bethel. And at corner, I tell you, Robert Bethel has been doing a lot of work today, and it's still early in the ball game.
Second and 4 from the Pillager 47-yard line. Gentle takes one tackle but can't escape the next. He's to the 46. And it'll leave them a third down and about 3 for a first.
I think Galswick did what he had to do to make sure that play didn't get outside of him. And that's what you got to do against a counter action and the kind of backs that McLeod West have here.
Falcons have not converted a third down. They're 0 for 2. Evans hit by Brown in the backfield. And I don't know, he fell forward to the 45, but that's going to leave him still 2 yards short. Falcons went for it on a fourth down earlier, but this one's 4th and 2 full yards.
And this is the decision time, whether you want to punt or whether you want to go for it.
They'll take a timeout to think about it. 8:09 remaining in the first half. Game is tied at 6. McLeod West to go for it on 4th and 2 at the Pillager 45. And I don't think so. Evans was tripped up. And I'm not sure if he got there. Justin Clark on the tackle, and no, he's almost a full yard short.
Gotta believe it. My vision serves me correct. I can see that's a yard short, and you're right. That was a gutsy call, but, you know, a tie ball game with 8:05 left in the half. Take a chance with the best back on the field. Didn't work out in your favor that time.
It did not, and Pillager will start with good field position at the 44-yard line. Co-head coach Curtis Strand is barking about something on the McLeod West sideline. I can't imagine what he'd be arguing. The ball was clearly nearly a full yard short. Bethel takes it straight ahead for about 2 yards.
Couldn't have been for a measurement, I know, but I didn't see any need of measuring that.
Second and 7 at the 47. Robert Bethel. Pitch was a little behind him, made him slow to field, and then Jesse Mathwig was able to catch up with the play and stop him for a loss all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10.
That was a good play on the defensive part. Brugman stayed at home, and so did Piccati, and they came up and made a heck of a ball play on the runner that time.
So now it's 3rd and 10 from the 44. Two receivers split way out of the formation to the right, and I believe we'll have a delay. And this will make it 3rd and 15. It was going to be tough already, but this makes it even more difficult.
Makes it about 3rd and 15 now.
They'll run the same formation. Robert Bethel, Steve Bethel, both wide to the right. Robert Bethel almost out of bounds. Long looking for Brown. It's intercepted. There was a flag down at the line of scrimmage. We'll have to wait and see about that. Myers comes up with the interception. He was stride for stride with Brown up the left sideline.
Good man coverage downfield. You know, I don't know what the flag's on unless it's on the offense. I didn't see anything on the defense unless it was offside, but that was good man coverage. Again, the receiver had a step or two on the defender, just underthrown a little bit.
Now they're talking with the Falcon captains. Can't imagine there would be a penalty that they would accept.
No. Evidently it was on the defense. Nope. Take that back.
First down for the Falcons. 6:42 remaining in the half. And they start from the 24-yard line. Inside to Brent Piccati, and he's out to the 25. Yard and a half, maybe.
Well, you've tried to go deep 2 times in a row, and each time you've underthrown the receiver by just a step. So just tell the quarterback, I guess you got to let him know to overthrow him instead of underthrow him.
Evans, the deep man in the eye on 2nd and 9. He takes it off the left side. Turned inside and tripped up. Well, this Pillager team is a sure tackling bunch. Ben Broberg makes the stop here after he had been turned in by Robert Bethel. Up to about the 31-yard line. Third and a short 3 from the 31.
For some reason, they like going to the left side of the offense, the right side of the defense with Evans.
Here they go inside, and Evans looks like he has first down yardage to the 35.
Yep, got Brown and Broberg on the tackle, and not quick enough to stop him for the first down. But I tell you, they're hanging in there, though. They're playing good football. Regardless of the turnovers, they're still playing a very good defensive ball game.
McLeod West piling up some impressive numbers on the ground. 154 yards rushing already for the Falcon offense. Strand lobs one out for Gettle. Breaks one tackle, but not a second, and he's out of bounds at the 38-yard line, a gain of about 3.
Hey, Roberts came up and hit him as he caught the ball, but it wasn't a strong enough tackle to bring him down, and Gettle just kind of kept his feet moving and was able to break this tackle. Come wrap up. Good hustle on Mason's part to make that tackle, keep him from going for a larger gain.
Evans hit and dropped in the backfield. It was Broberg there first. Adam Brown helped finish him off, and Evans is slow to his feet.
And they might be spying on Evans today.
Now, Evans signaled to the sideline that he wanted to come out, then turned and joined the huddle. It's 3rd and 7. Split backs, double tight end formation. Strand hit as he throws.
He had a man wide open.
He did, but it'll be 4th down.
Pilger defense is playing some good football. You know, they're taking the chances, they're blitzing, they're putting pressure on the quarterback, and they're really shutting down the running game right now. After that first run, they've been really staying at home and taking care of their assignments.
Well, Pete Bothan said, I don't want to sound arrogant, but he says, I don't think they've seen a defense like ours. We may not have seen a back as good as Evans, but I guarantee you they haven't seen a defense that plays the way ours can play, and they've shown it early.
Yes, they have.
A high short kick by Myers. It takes a Pillager bounce and is out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a 14-yard kick with no return, and with 3:31 remaining in the half, Pillager has excellent field position. Six tie as you see the trainers on the sidelines. Right now, Pillager with excellent field position. They start at their 48-yard line. And they run it straight ahead. Steve Bethel is down to the 46. It's a gain of about 6 yards. They haven't been able to establish that fullback. And that's the biggest key if you're going to run the option.
That's right. That's right. You've got to establish that fullback. Once they start taking that fullback, that open up those pitches to the halfbacks and the quarterback keeper.
Here it is again, and this time he's tripped up from behind. Very short gain on the play. Reggie Vosick appeared to be the man who had him around the ankles. A gain of 1.5 yards. It'll leave them 3rd and about 2 to go.
McLeod West is not doing a bad job on defense either. 2 interceptions up to this point, making some big plays, and Pillager is coming back out and stopping their main key.
Here's the fullback again, and Bethel this time is down to the 33-yard line. They'll keep pounding him until the Falcons prove they can stop him. A gain of 10.
That was just a lead-off tackle play, straight dive. Fullback just happened to be more powerful than the guys trying to tackle him.
Clock is running with 2:20 remaining in the first half. Pillager and McLeod West deadlocked at 6 as they battle for the Class A championship.
Guys up front are doing a good job for the team, too.
Second man is Pace, and he's stopped maybe a yard. Vosick out there to make the tackle. Second and 10 coming. Huskies on the move late in the half. Brown is there, but the ball's overthrown. Myers was in coverage and had good coverage.
Yes, he did. Going for it once again. This time he didn't underthrow it, though. He underthrew it, and like I said, Myers is right there step for step with him.
Roberts is 0 for 4 in the game. The only pass that was caught by the wrong team. And Myers intercepted. Third down. Nearly 10 to go at the McLeod West 32-yard line. Bethel stumbles forward to the 29.
But you know, I'm watching them Pilgrim's offense. They're keeping you honest. You know, they'll run, but they'll also throw it regardless. Whether they're backed up or whether they're close to the goal line, they'll throw the ball.
Pillager has converted their only 4th down attempt in the game. Here they face a 4th and 6 at the 29 with the clock running inside a minute on the Polka Dot Dairy 1-minute clock. And there was movement in the backfield. It'll cost him 5. Tony Mason jumped before the snap. And now what was already 4th and 6 will become 4th and 11.
Now you decide whether you still want to go or whether you're going to kick it. I don't see the punt team running on the field yet, so evidently they're going to go.
Well, with only 49 seconds, I suppose you figure that even if you turn it over, there's not a lot of time for McLeod West.
Right, well, we'll hope for that, because in the last game, you know, there was a couple of quick scores that happened, and, you know, we figured there was enough time to do much and all, but he's got time.
He has time. He looks to his right, but ball was overthrown. He was looking for Steve Sodrowski. Evans was in coverage, and it'll be turned over to McLeod West with a half a minute to go in the first half.
Tell you, Evans been getting a lot of work on both sides of the ball. They've been running at him in the middle. They've been running him outside. He's been running the ball inside and outside. He's got to be a workhorse in order to be able to do the things he do and do them well. And as you said, Anthony, it didn't take much time off. You got 30 seconds before the half. The only thing can hurt you now is a mistake on defense.
Evans hit by Mason and dropped at the 31. And I'd imagine the Falcons will just allow this clock to wind down. Loss of 3 yards on the first down carry for Evans, who's nearing the century mark in the first half. 94 yards on 19 carries. And this will bring us to the end of the first half. A half that saw big plays early and then the defenses taking control in the second quarter.
I think both coaches got to be impressed with what they've seen up to this point.
Pillager did a nice job against a tough opponent in Tyler Evans, and McLeod West handled the variety of backs and the variety of weapons from that Pillager triple option.
Yeah, defenses played well. Everybody stayed at home and took care of their assignments. And I think when you're playing against the triple option, the main thing you just got to get used to seeing a lot of movement, a lot of faking, and a lot of the misdirection, and that's what they've done. They've been able to establish themselves by staying at home and taking care of their assignments. And McLeod West has done the same thing. You know, they've done well on defense and have made big plays. So we're deadlocked at halftime, 6-6.
Let's check in with Lillian McDonald.
Very much, Anthony. We've got Coach Bill Newbarth from McLeod West. Coach, this is a squeaker.
Yeah, it's a tough ball game. We expected the hard hitting. They're starting to key on Tyler, and we're going to have to open it up this second half.
You're going to have to spread that out. But what about the air game? Can you get that going?
Well, if we'd sustain our blocks, I think we could get some protection for our quarterback. We had some kids open and just didn't get them the ball because we were hit before we threw it.
So the offensive line has really got to step up to the plate.
Yeah, our offensive line. Right now, they're taking it to us in the line. We need to step it up.
Okay. Anything special? What do you tell guys like this at a big game like that? You've tied 6-6. It's anybody's ball game. What do you do to give them the edge?
Just tell them to go in there and play their hardest, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
All right, Coach. Congratulations for making it this far. Good luck in the second half. That's the coach from McLeod West. I'm Lily McDonald. We've got lots coming your way. This is a tight ball game in the Class A. 6-6. Don't you dare go away. The Northland halftime report's coming your way next. Welcome back to the Northland Ford Halftime Report. I'm Lily McDonald. You're watching 9 from the Metrodome live football action. We are split 6 apiece between McLeod West and Pillager. And Steve Botham is the coach of Pillager. What's kind of interesting, this is about 20 years in the Metrodome, and Steve said to me, you know, my brother played in the Dome on the first game on this field in the Dome. Now, that was 20 years ago when Brooklyn Center was playing East Grand Forks. You can see Patrick Botham here. He was a defensive back wearing white for the East Grand Forks Green Wave team. He was number 27 back then, and here you see Botham run down a receiver who collected a pass for 30 yards.
And a nice play by Botham to prevent the touchdown. If it hadn't have been for number 27, Pat Botham of East Grand Forks, Plessis would have scored. Contreras now.
Now that was a nice play back then, but it's kind of special for us here too at 9. We have been broadcasting these games from the Metrodome for a long, long time. It is our pleasure to be here with all the players, parents, and fans, and to bring it to you at home. I know you are tuned in and glued into this particular game for the Class A between McLeod West and Pillager. I can see the Pillager football team getting ready to come out through the tunnel. So we'll be having that play-by-play action coming up in just a moment to see who wins this tie ball game. For now, you've been watching the Northland Ford Halftime Report.
Well, in the first half, these teams arrive at the 6-6 tie in different fashion. It was a couple of big plays from McLeod West that got them in position to score, and then it was a big play that actually got Pillager in the end zone.
Exactly, and what you've seen 2 good balanced attacks on both sides of the ball, both running and passing football, and both teams have really established what they're going to do today.
Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. It was McLeod West that scored first. A big pass play had gotten them in position. And is it any surprise that it's Tyler Evans that takes it the final 3 yards?
Yes, this young man's a workhorse, and he's doing a little bit of everything on both sides of the ball. But I think Pillager has his number, and they're really keying on him, and they're stopping him a lot of times.
Pillager then answered when they decided to go for it on a 4th down. A gutsy call short of midfield, but Jeff Pace paid dividends.
Yes, he did, but you know, his man was able to break a tackle and go the distance, and that's what they call good running and good just good hustle on his part.
That tied the score at 6. Each team missed their conversion, so we remain even. If you check out the first half numbers, however, you will see that they're not quite even. McLeod West with an edge, 152-96 on the ground, 184-96 overall, and they held the football for nearly 4 minutes more. I think they did what they set out to do. The difference was they just did not put the ball in the end zone.
Exactly, and that's what you got to do in the second half. You go in and reestablish yourself and come out in the second half and hopefully make things happen the way you want them to happen.
Tyler Evans has expected been the workhorse. He carried the football in that first half 19 times for 96 yards. That's not a surprise, but he started to show some signs of fatigue and some wear. He was banged up a couple times.
And as you said, Anthony, I think they're starting to key on him a lot. And, you know, gang tackling can weigh dividends when you're starting to tackle a guy, and it puts a lot of pressure on him. And what he's got to do is come out this half and figure out whether he's going to be able to break those tackles or get outside and make long runs. But up to this point, Pillager has done a great job in stopping him and playing a great job, doing a good job on offense.
McLeod West comes here from Brownton. They had to get by the defending state champs from Sleepy Eye in their section final to advance to the tournament. Pillager out of the Park Region Conference defeated Cook County. They won 3 consecutive Class A championships from 97 to 99, beat them in the quarterfinals and beat Osakis in the semifinals. Interesting to note that McLeod West beat Sleepy Eye, because this class, Class A, which many of these teams came from the old Class C under the 5-class format. It was a class that was dominated by dynasties. Monoman won it 4 years in a row from 90 to 93, and ironically, that bunch had Jason Miller, the man whose records Tyler Evans has broken this year. Chatfield then followed. They won 3 in a row. Cook County followed that by winning 3 in a row. That was in the Class A. Then Sleepy Eye last year. So the fact that McLeod West beat them, this is the first time that there has not been a string of at least 3 titles in a row at this level.
And that's got to be good for the teams that are here today, because they've done what it's taken them to do, and they've done it the right way in order for them to be able to be in this game today, and to be able to beat Cook County and some of the other schools, Sleepy Eye and so forth. You've got to play some good football, and I think a lot of these communities are growing, and so therefore the classes have got to move up.
And Pillager has seen a tremendous rebirth of their football program. Not long ago, they were playing 9-man football. In fact, when Pete Bothan took over, he was the 4th head coach in 4 years at Pillager, but now in his 3rd year, he has them playing for a state championship. That's remarkable.
Yes, it is. He may be there for a while. For the long haul.
I'm sure the people of Pillager would like to see that.
Yes, indeed.
And we get a whistle. We'll try this one again. McLeod West will kick it off to start the second half. Mason and Brown are back deep for Pillager. But I'm not sure what the delay was for.
I think each time you go into a coaching adventure, you go in there for the long haul. Some coaches go in there to stay for a longer period of time than the other, but the whole idea is to stay in as long as you possibly can. And when a team is here in the 3rd year of a head coaching job, it's got to be something that he's doing right, and the people are going to appreciate that.
The kick by Myers is taken by Brown at the 12-yard line. And he is knocked down at the 25. Pillager will start their first possession of the second half from their 25-yard line. In the first half, Pillager held at 96 yards rushing. It's not all that surprising. This McLeod West team, as prolific as they've been on the ground, they've been almost as good stopping the run. They've outrushed their opponents this year, 4,661 yards to 921.
That's a big margin. That's a very large margin of difference in between rushing and stopping opponents.
Now Bethel on first down takes it straight ahead. Gain of about 2. 9 carries, 33 yards for the Pillager fullback at this point.
Hey, Mathis just stayed at home and did what he had to do and stop the play. And he, along with Myers, they're playing a very good defensive game today.
Here's Bethel again. Not much running room.
No, again, Myers on the top of that tackle and Bacardi.
And it's 3rd and long for Pillager.
Well, if both teams continue to run, this half will not take very long, because it's eating a lot of clock time up. And it's going to make one team instead have more time with the football than the other.
On the reverse option, the pitch goes to Mason, but he's knocked out of bounds short of a first down. And it appears that Pillager will have to punt it away. Wait for the official spot, because they have surprised us before.
Yes, they have.
But this one is 4th and about 3, and they will indeed kick it away.
And I think that the defense did what they had to do in the second half, coming out, stopping them right away, and trying to get something going. Well, no, we got a missed snap. We got a fumble on the snap, and
And Brown will be taken down. There's a flag as Brown goes down at the 30-yard line. The flag flies in a strange place because there really weren't any Pillager players in the area.
Exactly, and that's my okay, it's a clip. But you're right, I'm looking at this play as well, and the ball hit the ground, and therefore he become a live runner, but you got to have somebody who was not paying attention and they came across and clipped the man.
Oh boy, right there, right at the spot of the tackle. Now, if you're McLeod West, you decline this penalty, obviously, and take the football at the 30-yard line, and that's what they'll do.
Yes, you do.
So Pillager turns it over on downs. And with 10:19 to go, third quarter, McLeod West is in business at the 30. Evans is quickly into the secondary, and he's inside the 20 to the 19. Will be enough for a first down on a gain of 11, and it put Evans over the 100-yard mark once again.
Man, he reeled off yards so easy. That didn't appear to be 10 or 11 yards a game, but it was enough for a first down. He seems to always fall forward more than he does backwards, so I can see why he only lost a few yards during the season.
It always seems to work that way for the great runners, doesn't it?
That's right. That's the way it is.
Evans lunges forward this time, and he's down inside the 15-yard line. Gain of about 5 on first down.
And Mason came up and made a nice little stop on the play.
Now, there isn't a lot of mystery to what the Falcons are going to do or want to do offensively.
Not very much at all. You know he's going to get it a number of times. And if he carried it 40 times last week, I'm sure he's going to get it about that many times today.
Had it 21 times already. Here's number 22 to the outside. And he barrels inside the 10 to about the 9. That should be enough for a first down.
Well, the man that's about 5'10", that can squat about 500 pounds and bench press 300 pounds, it makes it tough for a little defensive back coming up and making hits on him all day. But sometimes I'm sure he wears them down as well. But that's the job of a defensive back. You got to come up and make a hit.
Such a controlled runner.
Yes, indeed. Good balance, good strength.
First and goal to go from the 9. On the bootleg, Strand has blockers in front of him, cuts it back, and he's in for the touchdown.
Nifty bit of running, over pursuing. It's a great run by Strand, though. Got to give him credit for that. He has some good blocks out in front. And Gettle and I think it was Evans that made a good block. Not Evans, Piccati made a good block for him.
Evans is the decoy going the other way. Look at how many men for Pillager at least flinch in that direction.
Yes, they did. Vonsick was the guy that was out front.
Now they'll go for 2. Strand heaves it toward the end zone, and it is caught. Boy, I don't think this was the intended receiver.
I don't either.
But Ryan Haynes comes up with it. I think this ball looked like it was intended for Evans.
I don't think that was the guy that was intended for it too. But he was fortunate enough to step up underneath and make the catch.
And McLeod West now leads it by 8 on the Menard scoreboard. A 4-play, 29-yard drive after the botched punt snap gave McLeod West outstanding field position, and the Falcons cash in on a 9-yard touchdown run for Nate Strand.
Well, that miscue didn't work in their favor this time.
Now in the reverse, they go to Brown, who's looking for room, can't find any, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Well, they sniffed that out pretty cleanly. And a host of tacklers over there to make that play.
Pillager now needs to find a way to move the football. Their only score came on a long run on a 4th and 1. They haven't been able to control the football the way they would like. Here they do as Bethel bursts into the secondary. And he's out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 22.
And when you know it, as soon as you say it, he busts up the middle. That was a powerful run by Bethel that time, and if he had the leg speed, he could have turned it on. He may have gone the distance.
In many cases, wishbone teams in general, but particularly this Pillager team, they'll pound that fullback at you, and then late in the game is when you'll usually see those halfbacks break the big ones. Let's see if the extended success for Bethel might lead to openings on the perimeter. Here he has just a couple to midfield. Bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Pillager. Huskies trailing 14-6. It's about 4 minutes into the second half. Again, it's Bethel. And not much room.
Not much room.
About 3.
Yeah, Bethel seems to be the workhorse now, and what they're doing, again, like you said, I believe what they're going to do is just pound them inside to get everybody thinking about the fullback and all of a sudden take it outside.
Well, the Falcons have done a good job taking away the perimeter as well.
Yeah.
Each time you watch him come down the line in that option, there are always 2 defenders out there.
Yeah, you're right about that, and then that's very good for the perimeter game because it makes you stay inside, and that's where most of your strength is, inside of the defense.
On 3rd and 5, Bethel has about 4. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. Bethel has carried it 15 times for 65 yards in the game.
Well, we won't get a punt here. It's going to be a little short 1-yard plunge, but if the defense make a big play, this could hurt you.
Pillager just 1 of 3 on 4th downs, but they convert this one on the pitch. They took away the dive, so they pitch it outside. And Steve Sodrowski has 1st down yardage on his 3rd carry of the game. This one's a big one.
And that was Piccati on the tackle along with Myers coming up to make this play. Actually, 47.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. And Bethel falls forward for about 2.
Back to grinding up the using up that clock again, and that's their game. The game plan is to use time on the clock and pound it up the middle.
Second down, 8 to go. This time it's Robert Bethel down to the 36, and it's going to leave them 3rd and long.
And there was Darren Gentz on the tackle. Good penetration. Just beat the center on that play. And was able to stop the man for about a half-yard loss, I believe. So now it's 3rd and long, and you pretty much figure you got to pass. You got 3rd and 1. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
On the option, a late pitch for Pace. He has the 1st down and more to the outside. Thrown down by Hintz at the 22-yard line, but it's a gain of 14 and a Pillager 1st down.
Well, that time I saw the end take that dive, man, and on the option, the end's supposed to be taking the quarterback, and that time he bit on that fullback. I guess what happened when you run that wishbone so many times, it's just hard to let him go.
This time, they give it to the fullback Bethel, and he fights his way down to about the 20-yard line, just banging away. Brent Piccati on the tackle defensively.
And they're moving the ball very well. You know, they're being consistent in what they're doing. It's inside, outside game, and they're using clock as well as making positive yards.
Well, they had only 3 first downs in the first half. They have 3 on this drive. 2nd down, 8 at the McLeod West 20-yard line. Bethel, nothing doing. Wrapped up and dropped by Jesse Mathwig, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
I think if they saw that play right, they can pretty much run that same dive, same option, and pitch it again.
The entire drive has been on the ground. Roberts, who was 0 for 5 through the air in the first half, has not put one up since the break. 3rd down and 8. Bethel bowls forward. He's short of the first down. Tripped up by Jeremy Gettle, who seems to be everywhere for McLeod West.
Yeah, he's making quite a few tackles today. He's been all over the secondary, and he's got his work cut out for him because they keep running the fullback in the middle, Bethel, and he's coming right to them.
Now it's 4th and 2 from the 14-yard line. Pillager has converted a 4th down already on this drive. They are 2 for 4 in the game. Bethel. No. Roberts pulled it out and kept it himself, but he's going to score.
After he had me fooled on that play, I'm thinking the fullback got the ball. That was a gutsy call and a good run by number 2, Bethel Roberts, and they went in for the score.
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying it up.
Hey, these two teams are playing some very good football. Like I said, you sucker them in with the fullback, you keep giving it, and all of a sudden you know when to dive and take it away, and that's what he did.
Roberts from 14 yards out, his 11th touchdown of the year. Now on the pitch, Case is in for the 2-point conversion. And the game for the second time is tied. 3:11 to go, 3rd quarter, and on the Menard scoreboard, it's Pillager 14, McLeod West 14. (14-14). 3:11 remaining in the 3rd quarter. An impressive 74-yard drive for Pillager, with Lee Roberts going the final 14 yards.
Very impressive drive.
Bobbled by Evans, but he gets it back and then is swarmed over at the 22-yard line. Here's a look at the numbers on the drive. 5 minutes and 41 seconds were the possession for Pillager, and it was easily their best drive of the game. This is a team that was held to 3 first downs in the first half. Evans left side. Hit and drop. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Farber was one of the first men there defensively. Hard to miss Farber in the middle there. 6'3", 294 pounds.
Big man. That's a big man, and for Pillager too, to be able to drive the ball downfield and come out with the score, and now come back and get them in the hole. And I think that was a momentum build for them.
Second down and 9. You can hear the Pillager fans trying to get this defense riled up. And Hitch is wide open. He stumbled after making the catch, or he has a touchdown.
Wide open. Just a matter of keeping your feet on that play. But it's just something about that turf. It just seems to reach up and grab you when you're out there by yourself. seen it happen time and time again.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Hey, it's happened before. It's happened.
24 yards on the play. Second catch of the day for Hanch. And McLeod West has a first down at the 47-yard line. Time they bang it straight ahead. Couple of yards on the play. Evans takes it to the 49, maybe 2.
Yeah, they've gotten so run conscious in that big play. That could have been a major play in the ball game here. You know, come right back and score within 3 plays. But like I said, the turf just reached up and grabbed the guy and tripped him up. And it's first down, second down, and 8 yards to go.
Inside handoff, Piccati to midfield, and that's all. It'll be 3rd and 7.
I don't know whether you're going to get Pillager with too much straight dive action right now. You're going to have to put a little trickery in there.
Jason Borgstrom was there to make that stop. It's 3rd and 7 at midfield. I set this time with Evans, the deep back. They run the end around, and there's some room for Piccati if he can get to the corner, but he can't. And he's pulled down by Roberts at the midfield stripe. No gain. It'll be 4th down.
Couldn't make that turn. Good defense. Way to stay at home and read your keys. And they didn't go for the fake, and they were actually able to string it out and actually make him take him back for almost a loss, but he was able to gain 1 yard. I thought there was a face mask in there, but evidently not.
Yes, there was.
Yes, there was. Thought I saw a face mask coming there late.
So it will be 3rd and about 3. Call it 3rd and 2 from the 45-yard line.
That could be a big boost.
Yes, they had McLeod West in a punting situation. Instead, they get another crack to keep the drive alive. And Evans does it by vaulting forward to the 41.
Yeah, that young man is a workhorse. He definitely likes to run the football. And it can be seen from the number of yards he's got that he is a guy that loves to carry the football. But as a football player, he's got to condition his body to be able to do that, and it's just a tribute to him to be able to run it the number of times he's run it this season, 400 times plus. That's a lot. Again, I say that's a lot of times to run that football.
1st and 10, Falcons at the Husky 41-yard line. Strand looking long for Myers, and he just overthrew him. Myers was one-on-one against Robert Bethel. And Strand's throw just missed.
Just a little long, but that was good coverage on Bethel's part. Guy played good defense. He's been making a lot of tackles today, and again, he's able to be aware of what's going on around him, and then he didn't go for the play fake and stayed back in coverage and was able to make good coverage on that defensive play.
2nd and 10, 8 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Strand wants to throw once more. Myers is there, and it's incomplete. Robert Bethel again on the coverage, and once again the ball just out of the reach of Myers.
Just out of reach. But as a defensive back, that's what you want. You hope it's just out of reach, because if he catches it, it's 1st and 10, 1st and goal, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. But again, I tell you, Bethel isn't doing a bad job at that corner. He's picking things up pretty good, and he's making good coverage calls.
Play action. Strand has a man open, and it is caught by Piccati. He's inside the 15-yard line. And on the final play of the 3rd quarter, McLeod West gets a big play through the air.
It's just a circle route out of the backfield. Actually, it was a fly up the sideline, but he had to come back to the middle of the field, and he was able to go up, make a good catch, and just got by the defensive back on that play and made a heck of a play on that.
12 minutes remaining.
That was Bromberg that he beat on that play.
And on the Menard scoreboard, it is 14-14. Let's watch this catch by Picotti. Good throw, good catch. And as the fourth quarter begins, McLeod West is at the Pillager 15-yard line in a tie game. Flags. Evans is in, but I think it's coming back.
I think it's coming back. I think we may have a holding on that.
I think there was early movement.
Okay. Yeah, because it went down. It went too fast. The flag came in too quick for a holding.
Motion against McLeod West is the signal. So the touchdown will come back.
Appeared to be number 77, Nathan Benson, that move.
And it'll be first and 15 from back of the 20.
Correct that. That was Ghetto that move before the snap.
Pillager fans begging for a defensive stop. Strand wants to throw. He throws underneath and caught by Myers, who's thrown down at the 7. But a nice gain will set up a second down and 2.
Good route by Myers. Came across on just a simple crossing route and was able to beat his defensive back and linebacker and came open, and the quarterback hit him right in stride.
First catch of the day for Matt Myers, the leading receiver for McLeod West this year.
Again, you got Bethel on the coverage, and I'm sure Bethel was looking for a little bit of help inside on that play.
Second down and 2. Evans barrels down inside the 2. And it'll be first and goal to go for McLeod West.
That guy Evans, he don't seem to get tired. You know, he appeared to be tired, but then he just keeps running hard and lowering his shoulder, taking a lot of punishment, but actually also giving out punishment.
First and goal just outside the 1. Evans, touchdown, nearly untouched. His second touchdown of the day, and number 47 on the year. And McLeod West is back in front for the third time in the game. They have taken the lead, and now they will once again go for 2.
Had a good seesaw battle going back and forth, and a very good football game, Anthony.
Evans to the outside, and he's in for the 2-point conversion.
Evans
so
left.
It's Evans from the 1 for the touchdown, Evans from the 3 for the point after. And with 10:51 remaining on the U.S. Bank scoreboard, it's McLeod West 22, Pillager 14. (22-14) Falcons. 10:51 remaining. An impressive drive from McLeod West. 78 yards in 10 plays. Tyler Evans finishing. And now the kick. This is Brown from the 12. Has a seam and is out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Boy, he has nearly broken a couple of those.
Yes, he has out there. Hey, he was one step away from breaking that up the middle, and Boy, that would have been something to see him come right back and score a touchdown right after that long drive by McLeod West. You know, this game is a very good football game today. These two teams are playing some very, very good football.
On the option, Bethel falls forward to nearly the 45. Looks like they'll give him the 45, which is a gain of 2 yards. It's a crucial drive for Pillager. The way these offenses have moved the football in the second half, you have to put points on the board. It seems like every time you touch it.
That's exactly right. If you don't, then you're kind of, putting yourself at a bad position. And right now it's up to Pillager to go down and make a score.
Bethel has some room, and he could go the distance. Hance gives chase. Can he catch him? No! Touchdown, Huskies!
2 plays in this touchdown. Wow, what a run by that fullback. I tell you, they've been giving it to him all day, and the defense has been stopping him, but hey, he's getting the job done. Just a simple dive play off tackle, and he just cuts it back up the middle and goes the distance for about 60 yards. And he has enough speed out running secondary. What's impressive.
It's the 15th touchdown of the year for Steve Bethel. And now a 2-point conversion to tie it. It's Bethel again. And whatever Evans can do, Bethel can match.
We got an Evans-Bethel show, huh?
A 2-play scoring drive for Pillager answers the McLeod West score, and with 10:03 to play, the U.S. Bank scoreboard is once again even at 22. Bethel answers the score by Tyler Evans. It took him 2 plays to do it. 55 coming on the touchdown run. He adds the 2-point conversion, and now with a touchback, McLeod West will start at the 20, but it's become quite a duel between these two great backs. Evans 131 yards on 27 carries, 2 touchdowns. Bethel 20 carries, 132 and a score.
Tell you, these two guys are giving the crowd everything they want today, and I know the coaches got to be impressed with what the guys are doing today. They're playing some good football on both sides, and the fans are having a great time out here today.
The numbers on Bethel very impressive. Evans shakes one tackle, but not the rest. Brown got him around the ankles. Broberg finishes him off, and it's no gain. 2nd down and 10. Those numbers for Bethel even more impressive when you consider that he had only 7 yards at the end of the first quarter, only 31 at halftime, but now 102 since the break.
Yeah, that's putting in your time and doing your work. And again, he's doing a great job on offense as well as defense. So is Evans, and these two kids deserve to be recognized.
2nd and 10, Falcons at their 20. Strand on the play action. Heaves it long. Myers is uncovered. He has it at the 35. Gets 2 defenders. And now he could go. Broberg gives chase. And Myers will score. 80 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are back in front.
Hey, Anthony, I think they waited to save the best to the second half and then save it all for the fourth quarter, because I'm telling you right now, this has turned out to be one exciting football game. Well, he just split those 2 defenders, and that was, again, you got Bethel on the tackle, and you got Roberts coming over to make the hit, and they both just collide, and somehow the receiver was able to break through and go the distance.
And there is an injured Husky on the play. Couldn't tell which one it was. It looks like this might be Roberts, and boy, if he is lost, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Roberts, who of course is their quarterback.
Wow. But sometimes that's what happens when you're playing both ways and your starting quarterback is a safety. And he's just making a football play, just happened to collide with his own guy, and the momentum of the play and the way he came in to make that tackle probably injured him more than anything else.
Watch it again. Now you'll see Robert Bethel, who he hits helmet to helmet with his quarterback and teammate. And Roberts.
Well, that hurt him more than anything else, that head-on collision.
We've had a couple of scary moments already here today with helmet-to-helmet collisions.
Sure have, and I think it's just a matter of hustling, and that's what they were doing. They both were hustling to the ball, and maybe position could have been a little better, but it was just a matter of a hustle play.
Ooh, well, you see that head snap back.
Yep. That's got to be a stinger in there, something to make you a little woozy. But I think he's a tough enough kid. He appears to be okay walking off the field, but you never can tell once you go back in the ball game.
But he has to have a clear head to run that triple option, and he'll have about 40 seconds to get ready. We'll have a conversion and a kickoff. And Roberts will be asked to head back in if at all possible. They'll continue to work on him on the sidelines. The two-point conversion. Evans, yes, he's in. And the lead swells back to 8 points. 9:16 to play. We've had 3 touchdowns in the span of a minute and 35 seconds.
Hey,
and McLeod West leads it.
We may get 50 points out of this today.
It's 30-22, Falcons. To 22, McLeod West in front. It's hard to believe this game was 6-6 at halftime. In the second half, there have been 6 possessions combined for the two teams, and 5 of them have resulted in touchdowns.
Putting their work in now, but as I can see Roberts on the sideline, he's still sitting there with the trainers, and you got to hope that he's okay, but he's up and about, and he looks like he's headed to the field.
I can't imagine what it would take to keep somebody off the field right now, and he gets a roar as he runs back on. 9:10 to play in a state championship game that is going basically goal line to goal line every time you step on the field. 3 touchdowns in the last minute 35.
That's enough to bring the crowd to their feet and keep them standing.
Roberts with the wishbone behind him. He'll keep it. Puts it back.
He's okay.
Great block by Brown. Hance once again gives chase. And this time he's able to prevent the touchdown. But what a great cutback by Roberts and a great downfield block by Brown.
I think that young man is fine. He was just pulling the old okey-doke on him and letting him know that, hey, you think I'm hurt, but this is a great run on his part. For a man that just came off the sideline from being looked at by the doctors from thinking he was knocked out or dizzy or something, hey, this is a great run. But Hence does a heck of a job hustling downfield to stop the touchdown. But
and here we go again with a team in position to score. They're at the 22-yard line. Bethel is down to the 16.
But it's not taking very much time for each one of these teams to go downfield, is that? And then they seem like they're having fun.
Bethel adds to his totals, now 138 yards on the ground. Down by 8, Pillager on the move. Bethel backs forward to about the 13.
As Evans on the stop, he's playing the middle linebacker. He plays middle linebacker, and so does Bethel for Pillager team. So these two young backs can run the ball, and they also don't mind going sticking their head in the defense.
This is a big third down play coming. 3rd and 1 at the 13. Obviously, it's 4 down territory for Pillager.
No question. I think we got 4 down territory all day today.
And I don't know if Bethel got there.
I don't think he made it either.
The spot. Boy, I don't know. I think he's short by a couple of inches. They'll measure.
Yeah, I'm like you. That's on your side, Anthony. I think you can see that a little better than me.
I've got about 4 feet on you. Tough to tell from our angle, but it does appear that he's a little short.
I think so.
He is. It'll be 4th down, and Pillager will have to attempt their 4th down conversion of this game. They are 3 out of 5. 7.5 minutes to go, and they trail by 8 in what has become a track meet here at the Metrodome.
And there's no question who they're going to give it to. Got 2 options, though, quarterback sneak and fullback dive, but they know this is a big play, regardless of who gets it.
I got to believe you put it in the hands of Bethel.
I got to believe the same.
Nope. Roberts just lunges forward and has the 1st down at the 11-yard line. First down, Pillager. The drive is still alive.
So again, we start from the 11 with 4 down territory and give them to you fullback again.
And Bethel bangs inside the 5 down to the 4.
They are not to be outdone. They are not letting each other outdo them, and they're keeping it interesting.
Second down, 2 from the 4-yard line. We'll wait to see where they spot the forward progress of Roberts, and it looks like he'll be at the 2-yard line. He'll be about a half yard short of the 1st down. .62 yards on the ground for Lee Roberts, the Pillager quarterback. Now it's 3rd and less than 1 at the McLeod West 2-yard line. Bethel is hit in the backfield and dropped. A loss back to the 4-yard line. And this is going to make this a difficult call. Nate Benson came through to make the hit. You obviously have to go for it, but now it's not a gimme at 4th and nearly 3.
No, it's not. And that was a great play on Bethel's part, on Benson's part, coming through and making that hit.
The first of what could be many plays of the game. Now they've thrown a flag for motion, but Mason technically could have been.
That's right, if he was going
in motion. Now let's see if there are 2 flags down. It's motion against Pillager. Now McLeod West will decline this penalty, and the stop will stand. So McLeod West holds inside the 5-yard line as Mason is stopped.
Yeah, I think Mason got a little early start on that play. I thought he was going lateral with that. Then again, I did see him turn upfield, and that was illegal motion.
I think what they've called is that 2 men were in motion at the same time.
Okay, yep, that's right. That's right.
You'll see Mason go to his left. Well, there's movement on the left guard as well. At any rate, the Falcons, with 5.5 to go, have the ball in the lead. Evans tries to bounce it outside, and he's run out of bounds at the 9-yard line, a gain of about 5.
Bevel on the stop again, and this young man has had his work cut out for him today. But that was a major stop down on that goal line. Fourth and goal down by the 2-yard line. You know, you're trying to get something, and everybody knows that it's coming inside, but you got to hold your water. You got to sit still until the ball is snapped.
2nd down and 5 from the 9. Evans is within a yard of the first down, maybe about a half yard short, and it'll be 3rd down. '30th carry of the game for Tyler Evans.
I was about to say, I know he's got to be edging in on 30. I don't think it's a secret as who they're going to give it to, but you know, he hasn't been the guy that made all the big plays today, but he's made his share of them.
They'll measure this, and he has the first down. And now each first down brings the Falcons just a hair closer to that state championship. 4th time they've been at the tournament, but this the first time they've reached the finals. Couple more first downs, and it'll be awfully tough for Pillager. Evans hangs on to the football. Fumbles it. Did he get it back? It looks like he got it back at the 32-yard line. He nearly fumbled it as he broke through the first seam. Then he did drop it the second time.
Yes, he did, and that was good. Good heads-up defense play on those guys too. You know, somebody's got it. When you got 3 guys around him, somebody's got to try to get the ball, and that's what happened. But hey, Evans is tough enough back to where he was able to find the ball and take it right back. Good strong running on his part. And again, you got Roberts on the bottom of the pile, back in that ball game, playing defense again.
From the 32-yard line. Oh. Myers jumped early on the left end of the Falcon line. And it'll be 1st and 15.
I think that movement was on Benson, and
there's Myers on the near end of the line.
okay, and you got Evans, who's closing in on the most rushing attempts in the playoff state championship game also. 32 attempts for 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think the record is like 34.
Evans hurdles out to about the 29, and that's all. And Pillager will take a timeout with 3:44 remaining. You know, Huskies now suddenly forced to worry about the clock as much as their opponent.
Well, that would have been big had they scored on that last drive, but you know, McLeod West did what they had to do and stopped them on defense.
On the U.S. Bank scoreboard, it's the Falcons by 8.
Hess has made quite a few
30-22 McLeod West as we head down the stretch. Less than 4 minutes. Strand's going to put it in the air. Myers has it tipped away at the last moment, and it's incomplete.
Good play by Roberts. Maybe to turn around, get his head around, and find the ball and bat it away. But for a moment, boy, they're working on Roberts with that crossing action, bringing him all the way from the backside and running that crossing pattern with no safety in there. It's really tough. And you're playing man coverage across the field, but that was a very good play on Roberts.
Quite a risky call by McLeod West. Not risky, I guess, but confident call. Letting Strand go to the air. Yeah. It does stop the clock with 3:36 remaining. Now Evans is stopped well short of the first down at the 34. A gain of 5. And another timeout will be taken by Pillager, so they're going to get it back with plenty of time.
Plenty of time to make something happen. So I don't know whether it's over yet or not. I wouldn't say so.
And Mason is down for Pillager. There's 3:27 on the clock. Pillager will have one timeout remaining. Say the punt play takes 10, 12 seconds tops, so you'll have plenty of time. 3:10, 3:15. Figure to be within 60 yards of the end zone.
Yeah, and that's enough time to do a lot of it. The way these two teams have been scoring, it doesn't take very long. You know, 2 plays, hey, you could have a tie ball game within the next, with 3 minutes to go on the clock. But that was Mason that was down, and he's been a big part of the offense, so it's good to see him up and moving around.
Tyler Evans with that last carry is 33rd of the game. That leaves him 1 short of the Prep Bowl record, which has been achieved 3 times, last by Rick Smith of Cromwell last year. First set by Matt Hammond of Lakeville back in 1992. Myers to punt. Brown deep. Wobbly kick, bounces at the 35. It takes a huge roll for the Falcons. Brown fields at his 18 and starts back upfield. Now he gets a block. But is still taken down at the 22. So it's a long way to go for Pillager, but plenty of time. 3:09 on the clock. They have 1 timeout remaining. Boy, the fact that Myers kicked this ball away from Brown makes the difference of about 20 yards of field position.
No question. Hey, that would have been that was a big plus, and then for it to bounce and then take another 5 or 6 yards, that was a plus for the McLeod West team. But I see guys bending over out there. The guys have played a well of a ball game, and I got to believe that some of them are tired. But hey, when it situations like this, you don't want to stop playing.
22-yard line, 78 yards away from a touchdown that could potentially tie the game. Remember, they would still need the 2-point conversion as well. Bethel for a yard or 2, and Pillager will have to hustle. Clock continuing to run.
That was Sardowski on the tackle, and these guys are still playing good defense.
Roberts trying to get his guys to the line quickly. Bethel cuts inside and has a first down to the 34. Evans on the tackle, but it's a gain of 10.
Hey, this Bethel doesn't want to be outdone, and you know, from my point of view, he hasn't been outdone. Win, lose, or draw, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. But I'll tell you, this kid has played a well of a ball game, along with Evans and a lot of other teammates.
Quick pitch, Pace. Not much room. He's out to the 38. 4 yards, but that's all. Pace, who scored the first Pillager touchdown this afternoon.
Seem to be going to the hurry-up offense. With 2:05 to go.
And it's Robert Bethel out to the 45. A gain of about 7, and that's enough for a first down.
And every time they get a first down, that's a stoppage on the clock, and that's helping them out, especially going in the hurry-up offense. So one big play here could tie this ball game up. They put them within 2.
Crank up the clock with 1:50. McLeod West by 8, but Pillager with the ball on the move at the 45-yard line. Roberts to throw. He wants through 25-yard line. And he's knocked out of bounds by Myers at the 20.
It's not over, Anthony. It's not over. Myers on the play. Good coverage, but hey, that was a heck of a catch and throw.
First completion of the day for Lee Roberts. And what a time for it. Can't throw it any better than that.
No, you can't throw it any better than that. That was right on the money.
Now with a minute 38, they're at the 20-yard line. Roberts keeps it, pitches to Pace. Does he get to the sideline? Yes. Boy, Roberts wanted to hold that ball in the belly of Bethel as long as he could. And in what looked like a broken play, he got it to Pace, who wisely got to the boundary.
It's a good thing his knee didn't touch, too, because that's just holding it to the very last moment.
Second down and 10. Roberts play action. Has a man, but underthrows it. It's intercepted by Hitch at the 2-yard line. And the Falcons come up with a big play, and that might seal it.
He had it for just a moment. Man was wide open in the end zone. Safety having to drop back and get in proper position and was able to pick this pass off. Good defensive play, but I can't blame him for going for the touchdown. That was a great play to go for it.
Ryan Hatch, who caught Roberts from behind on the last drive on what appeared to be a touchdown run. He caught him from behind, and then eventually Pillager failed to score. Here he makes the big interception to stop the next Pillager drive.
And I think he kind of sealed the ball game with this one.
Yes, he did. They should be able to take a knee. Pillager can stop it only once. And they'll stop it right now. The last timeout taken by the Huskies, 1:14 remaining. Reminder coming up next, it's Wyndham against Atwater, Cosmos, Grove City for the Class 2A championship. Becker against Jackson County Central for 3A. Mankato East against Detroit Lakes in 4A, and the grand finale, Hastings and Blaine, coming up later on tonight.
A day of some very good football. You know, a lot of teams in here that had to really play some great football throughout the season and know what it took to get here. My North Polars, we weren't able to make it to this point, and you know, we're going to keep plugging away until we can get here. Hopefully it won't be very long. It won't take me 10, 15 years to do that.
Let me know how the rebuilding process goes, will you?
I will do.
Evans, and this will seal it as he's out to the 30-yard line with a first down carry. It also gives him 34 carries in the game, which ties the Prep Bowl record.
And this young man's been a workhorse all day, and I tell you, he still looked like he could go 30 more times with running that ball. Doesn't seem to wear down. He looks as if he's tired sometimes, but it's all in the legs, I guess.
And now a knee, and the clock will run. There's nothing that the Huskies can do to stop it.
Very good football game today. I tell you, these two teams are really giving these crowds and these fans and the audience something to cheer about, and should feel proud for both teams today.
You see the final seconds winding down on the Great River Energy 1-minute clock. Strand takes a knee, and they won't snap it again. The Falcons win it in what turned out to be a whale of a ball game and an outstanding second half. Tyler Evans and Steve Bethel matching each other big play for big play all the way. And the clock hits 0. It's all over. The Falcons are state champs.
State champs and well-deserved. But I'll tell you, Pillager, you have nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to hold your head down. for it because, hey, you played a great football game today.
The Falcons complete their season undefeated.
Undefeated, that's a great mark. Anytime you can go undefeated, you've done well no matter what level you're playing.
And they did it in a game that was distinctly different from first half to second half here this afternoon. First half, a defensive struggle, 6-6. Second half, it seemed like teams were on the verge of scoring every time they snapped the ball.
They did, and I'll tell you, it does show you that you can't count one team out. You can't say it's over till it's over, and it wasn't over until that last pass thrown in the end zone, and where Hintz made a great play as far as touchdown saving catch interception.
Tyler Evans ties a Prep Bowl record with his 34 rushing attempts. He rushed for 175 yards and a couple of scores. He also ran in two-point conversions. Big play. Strand hit Myers for 80 yards. And then, of course, the interception by Hanch to seal it. Right now, let's head downstairs to Lillian McDonald.
Right, Coach Curtis Strand is with me here from the Falcon team. He's got a little voice left, enough to say congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I tell you what, you had some key plays holding Pillager there in that last run.
Yeah, we were very, very tired, and they were coming at us, and our kids just sucked it up and stopped them.
You also seem to make some adjustments in the offensive line at halftime.
Yeah, we tried to. We were having a little trouble blocking them, but then we got off and made some good blocks in the second half.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Evans really gave you a game today.
Tyler Evans gives us a game every game. He's unbelievable.
Coach, congratulations. I know you want to talk to your team. Welcome to the Metrodome, and now you can relax.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. Well, that was one heck of a ball game. I tell you what, it could have gone either way, but McLeod West gets the win this time, beating Pillager in a close one, 30-22. I'm Lily McDonald. We've got yet another game coming your way. We'll bring you more coming up.
McLeod West wins a thriller over Pillager for the Class A championship. The final score 30-22, and this one really went right down to the wire. Pillager with a great last gasp drive that ended in an interception inside the 5-yard line. Wouldn't be any more fitting way to end this one. It was going end to end throughout the entire second half.
I'll tell you, Anthony, it was a great game for the fans and everybody involved, and I had a great time here today. And I think the young men that played in this ball game, Bethel and that Evans, they should be recognized for their contribution today.
Tyler Evans will be recognized for his offensive contributions because he is our American Dairy Association Offensive Player of the Game. Tyler Evans will receive a certificate and a donation sent to McLeod West on his behalf from your local dairy farmers who say, the power of cheese. 34 carries, 175 yards, and a pair of touchdowns for Tyler Evans today. He's the state's all-time rushing leader. He showed why throughout the game today. Tied a Prep Bowl record with those 34 carries. On the defensive side, his teammate is named our defensive player of the game because he made a couple of big plays. First of all, he makes the big play running down the quarterback on what looked like it could have been a touchdown for Pillager. He doesn't give up, tracks down Roberts at about the 25-yard line. Pillager winds up not scoring, and then, of course, Ryan Hanch makes the big interception inside the 5 to seal it.
Yes, it was. It was tough until the very end, and Ryan happened to step up big time at the very end to make that interception, but that game-saving tackle on Roberts was a key in the ball game today as well.
If Roberts scores, the game may have been tied at that point. Hanch with 6 tackles in all in this football game. Our play of the game, and you could have picked any one of about 6 from the second half, but we'll go with the one that seals the victory for McLeod West. Well, actually, this is the one that put them in front Myers makes the catch, then splits 2 defenders and goes 80 for a score.
Exactly, and I tell you, Myers came up big lots of times today. He had the interception early in the ball game, and this play just had to weigh big dividends for the team from McLeod West. And hey, he deserved to be the player of the game.
McLeod West wins the Class A championship. They cap a perfect season. But a quick thought on Pillager. What a job they have done turning this around. This is a program that 4 years ago was in 9-man football. 4 coaches in a 4-year span. Now all of a sudden here they are playing for a state championship.
I'll tell you, so it has a lot to do with the kids that are playing and the coach as well. And, 4 coaches in 4 years, hey, kids could have given up on the program, but they've got a guy that they want to believe in. They stick with him, and he's done a great job. And, hey, maybe the next 4 years he'll still be there.
30-22 the final here. McLeod West is the Class A champion. Stay with us. Still 4 games to go. The AA championship is next.